Hello, welcome to Project Highrise as we continue our Empire State Building simulation here. You can see we have met our first goal, the bronze goal. And we are now, well, we've almost met our second goal, Beacon of Prosperity. The only thing that we're lacking is the population. But we're not far off from finishing that one. And then we have this final one. We're not too far off from having the office workers we need. We don't have the apartment dwellers we need. And we're quite a ways off from the prestige. I'm thinking the apartments and the prestige, well, maybe not the prestige, but the apartment's going to require us to go quite a bit higher. We're at 22, and our top height is 60. So I don't think we're going to need I'm just looking here. I don't think yeah, we're not going to need any more political consulting, lobbying, whatever, to get more height or width. Though we will need this in order to do the lobby art. Lobby the City Art Commission. Lobby the City Art Commission to place public art outside your building. They'll pay for the installation. You'll reap the prestige and the buzz. Oh, well, okay. So no, that's not true. When it said lobby, I was thinking that meant art for the lobby. I didn't really read it. So that was an error. I only have 2,500 tiles. I'm at 17. So I don't know. I think that means we run out before we get to 60 floors. Well, we'll see. Okay, let's see. Now, what do I need? I need some more two-bedroom apartments. And I was thinking about moving these guys. These guys, do they require trash? Yes. Moving these guys. Well, I mean, even if we move this, we'll have to put trash. If we move this and put in a restaurant. So we have, what, one sports bar, right? And one family-friendly dining. And I think we need at least a Mexican restaurant, so we'll need to move at least these guys. What do I have here? Nothing drawn over there yet. Why? What was I planning on doing there? Maybe another what, large? What are they? I don't know what those are. Large? Yeah, it's large. Because right now we have... I don't think we need any more large in order to meet any requirements for you know, any of the tenants. I think we do need some more food though. Small. Like we have one small food and that's it. Because these guys are medicine. Yeah. Yeah, I think we need, according to the requirements, I think we need at least 2 more small food retail. We do need some luxury though. Oh, they're small. And what do they need? Oh, foot traffic. I guess I hadn't run that one yet, huh? What time is it? Middle of the day. Foot traffic. Okay, well, we'll do that one later. I think in the meantime, I have 75 influence, and what more do I need influence for? This one. 300. But I think... So these guys, they don't require... Yeah, no. They don't require recycling. Yep. Okay, I think what we're going to do is we're going to do some more 2 bedrooms. And cable, right? Yep. And a headquarters, 2. So I don't know what... Oh! I don't know what requirements are for them. Then at the end of the day, I think we move... I think we move these guys. And then we put in a Mexican restaurant here. Okay, let's start the clock. If I put that in there and I do a luxury, they want gas. but I don't want to put them over here anyway. Checking to see what they required. Okay. So check first what are the requirements, so I can maybe just electrical, electrical, electrical. Okay. I was thinking, well, I better check first in case, you know, only one needs a phone. I'll put him closer over here so I don't have to draw my phone utilities all the way over there. These guys should be happy. I mean, they like being on higher floors. They should be happier. Like, they came in, been in the building for a very long time, came in on the second floor, and they're like, well, that's all that was available at the time. Now they get to go way up to the top, get a great view. Yes, let's not forget to do that. Okay, well, I just realized that my mic was on mute. So you might have seen me doing this. It's because I was talking. But, you know, probably like, yeah, good. I didn't want to hear you yammering on. So, I don't know if I said it, but I was saying, you know, these guys came in. They should be happier. They're way up here in a higher floor now. They came in. They've been with the building for a very long time. They came in when only the second floor was available. And they're like, well, that was all available at the time. But now they get way up here. Great view. They should be very happy. And they look like they're happy. Okay. And then I was just looking at my utilities to see where we're at. I think I'm going to move my electrical transformers down here and free up this space up here. For what? I don't know. But who knows what we may use it for? Okay. Let's put in a large restaurant here. And we're going to put in a Mexican restaurant. Do we want Lopez's or a cantina? I think we'll do the Lopez's. So they want electric, gas, and water. Oh, yeah, well. Oh, no, I was looking down here. Okay. And I'm thinking that my noise levels and my smell levels are pretty low, that we could put in a large office here. Well, I don't know. Sorry, I was just thinking. And I forget to think out loud at times. Because, you know, I'm really more of an internal thinker. I have an internal monologue, and I forget to think out loud at times. Okay. Try to remember not to just think to myself when I'm recording, but I can forget. So we will need gourmet restaurants. They are not as large. Of course they're not. See what happens if I do this. Oh, it's the same. About the same size. As 3 2-bedrooms. Well, I think our main goal right now is doing 3 bedrooms. I mean 2 bedrooms, so I can finish that contract. So I think that's what we're going to do. You know, I've not been checking. Are these guys okay? Oh, being close to an elevator is a plus. All right. In the future, then, maybe I ought to put the elevator running up here so I get next to 2 of them. That's probably better. And then I'll be short 1 bedroom apartment. Or 1 2-bedroom apartment, sorry. Thinking and trying to talk at the same time. Thinking about other things and trying to move on with my thoughts. Alright. Let's get those built, see where we are with the utilities. With the electricity, at least. Oh. What depression? Improve your management might by exceeding the development plan. So I got 300. I think one of the challenges of some of the larger offices were the requirements of what they expected. Expects auditing services and corporate communication services. So auditing services, auditing services. Corporate communication. Auditing services. I'm not seeing that. Oh, professional. Well, I mean, you're a financial institution. Why don't you provide your own auditing? You know what I'm saying? Okay, well, all right, before I do that, let me see what else. Who else might be worthy other than you guys? Creative offices expects temporary staffing services. There's two of those. 930. These guys, 1,000. Oh, stockbrokers and traders. Maybe that's why they don't do their own auditing. Oh, and we could do one more medical office, so okay. I think we try to get creative offices first. Yeah. And the creative offices, they want the temporary staffing services. Need electrical and phone line. And then that should give us the ability to put in a creative office. Now let's check our utilities. Okay, we're still good. Ooh, water, we're starting to get a little close. 67%. Okay, so we're going to put in large transformers here. So now we're at 73%. And what we're going to do is we're going to try and make room for another dental office. These guys are okay. What? Why are you unhappy? Why are you starting to get unhappy? And why are you starting to get unhappy? You're very happy. Why? Oh. Oh, because maybe I don't know why. But now these guys can move in. Creative office. Hates noisy and smelly. Yeah. No problem there. Well, Skyline's are first on the list. They're going to pay the same, so we'll put them in there. They want phone and electric. And we're going to put a little artwork there because they like being near art and pretty things. Staffing people there. Went to lunch. Creative. So. Oh, I guess maybe they were meant to be over here because it looks like this is their receptionist person here, and nobody's coming through this door. And this looks like maybe it's the interview room. So I guess the idea was that, you know, they were supposed to be over here, but they're not. Oh, we wanted to run foot traffic. Now we can do a medium rooftop restaurant. Okay. Though I forget why we were doing this. Well, people are... Oh. Never mind what I was going to say. I was going to say something silly. I was thinking about right now starting the exclusive here, but I think this is going to be the last of these 2 bedrooms, so I don't think we're going to change it just for that. For 1 floor, because then I don't know, where's it go, 1 floor? Went too far. So I only need one more of those. Almost forgot to put my trash. Now, when we do a luxurious, what are they? Hates noisy, hates smelly. But okay, yeah, I think that's good. Oh, they also need gas. So let's give them some gas. Okay, he checked in. He's good. Good contract fit for families. Reward payment of $8,000 been wired to your account. Okay. This is a one bedroom. Let's see, this is a one bedroom. Two bedroom. I'm just trying to find a studio compared to that. I don't know. Just because I got a TV. Suppose not. Alright. Why they need gas? What do they have in here that shows they need gas? Nothing. Nothing. Alright. Alright, well, that is all the time we have today for this episode. Hope you enjoyed it. We're continuing to make progress here. Let's see, we 85 office workers, 83 apartment residents, but our prestige is way far behind. So, all right, well, anyway, hope you enjoyed this episode and that you'll come back and join us when we continue our efforts here. Until then, have a fantastic day.